I made a mistake and since then my boyfriend is mad at me and ignores me. So me and my boyfriend have been dating for 4 months, but we were very close for 1 year. Things have been going fine and he decided to stay at my apartment for now since 2 months ago. His family lives far away. This week, the anniversary of the death of a close family member came up. I spent the day, when I came back from school, with him, playing games and watching movies, drinking beers, and eating charcuterie. He showed some memories with this close family member. Things were fine. The day after, my friends invited me to go to the cinema. I didn't go out with anyone else than my BF in like 2 months. I invited him to go with me per message and he refused. When I came home, he didn't want to do anything with me, playing games, take the dog outside. He stayed on the kitchen table on his phone, totally ignoring me. He didn't want to say what's wrong, just told me to leave him alone. So, I went to the cinema, thinking he just wanted to be alone. When I came out of the cinema, I saw a lengthy message saying that he didn't want to be alone because the death of this close family member that was affecting him a lot. That I should have known that, and it's true. When I came home, I couldn't even touch him. He became immediately angry and told me to leave him alone. He would ignore me if I tried to talk to him. I knew I made a huge mistake and I should have stayed. So the day after, I bought him one of his favorite snack and beer and wrote him an apology letter. It was totally useless. He wanted to take the dog outside alone. I wasn't allowed to do it. I let him the gifts and stay in my bed, waiting if it will change anything. This morning, I woke up to a message on my letter saying that we'll stay at the apartment this weekend with the animals. We were supposed to go to my mother's place, that my apologies were basically useless and the pain that he feels is way deeper and stronger than mine. I don't know what to do. I know that I made a huge mistake and that he is allowed to feel hatred, anger, and resentment towards me for it. I never wanted to hurt him. I just don't know how to fix it. I had the idea to drive him at his family's place this weekend, but I don't know if he's going to accept. Can someone give me advice? I just want things to go back to normal. Comment. Hello, don't bring yourself down, you didn't do anything wrong. Communication is key. He could have said something if he didn't want you to go. Sit down with him and communicate, ask him how he is feeling and explain how you feel so you know where you both stand, and then offer the idea of the drive. Hope this helps. Smiley face. No, this is horseshit. You did nothing wrong. At all. You are not able to read minds and he told you to leave him alone. This person is not relationship material. He manufactured drama and is way overplaying it. He told you to leave him alone and then gets mad at you for doing what he asked? Nah, honey. You're both very young, and grief is very weird, but he's expecting you to read him mind and punishing you for not doing that. He doesn't get to have hatred toward you for doing what he asked. Please value yourself and don't chase this guy too hard. Let him settle down and then reevaluate whether you want to be with someone who behaves in this way under stress. Good luck. He's controlling and abusive. You had not been out with friends for 2 months and he was clearly trying to prevent you leaving. He doesn't need babysitting 24/7 because he's sad. The family member didn't just die. You can be supportive and sympathetic without being a predator. The apology and gifts were not warranted. You need to shut that shit down and demand he apologies or break up. Next story 2. My daughter's mother got into a new relationship and didn't know that I was still in love with her. I'm lost, what should I do? Edit. So after seeing a few people say I dropped the ball, I got the red arse and texted her exactly how I feel about her and told her that if the opportunity arises at any point I'm gonna show her that I'm a better man than I was when she left me and that I can love her better if I ever got the chance. Don't know how that's gonna work, but I took the fight for it if I want it approach. Also edit. Yes, I am taking my daughter into account, she is the #1 priority in all of this, but I feel my feelings matter too. So yeah, basically my child's mother and I haven't been together for about 2 years. We kept in plenty contact until about a year ago when I only started hearing from her when it was about my child. We occasionally friendly chatted, but then she'd go dark from time to time. Turns out a lot of messed up things happened in that year's time and she ended up in a relationship, and I just found out through her profile pic changing to the two of them together. I blew up and she didn't get why, but we have had 2, I thought 3, separate conversations about getting back together while she was pregnant with our child. I say 3 because about a year ago I went into the clinic for alcohol abuse, and while I was in there I trusted a friend of mine to spill my feelings about her to her, and he did the exact opposite and made her think I was over her. So flash forward to now, a lot of normally unforgivable things have happened that I'm highly upset about, but she didn't know she was doing anything wrong. She thought I was done with her. So the question is this. I can't exactly tell her this guy needs to F off. He's done nothing wrong. But she and I agree he has absolutely no right to be there. Not that he didn't win her heart, but it wasn't fair and square because I thought my feelings were known and they definitely were not. She's being extremely apologetic and is letting me lay in at will, but I can't do that anymore and have gone to just not talking to her, and she's trying to goad me into talking. I don't know if she just wants to hear me yell some more or what. It's not that I'm not communicating with my child. In fact, I still set up a video chat and we talked, but so did my child's mother, and I did not want to hear her voice even though I communicated that. I'm burning on the inside and I want to spill my guts about how I actually feel. She just knows I was still in love with her, but she doesn't know exactly how, and I don't know exactly what telling her would accomplish, but I absolutely want to tell her. There's a long road to fixing things between us, and I might just have to let this relationship she's in run its course with all the bads that will come with that, but I do want to be with the mother of my child. She's all I ever think about and she never knew. I'm lost mentally and feeling cold emotionally. Comment. You dropped the ball. Let her go. If she was truly what you wanted, you would have chased her. Pick up the ball and start a new game with someone else. Save yourself the heartache. Edit. Also, your post history makes it obvious you've been trying to get back into dating other women and even asked how to proceed when your work crush made a statement indicating she was likely a lesbian. Why do you get to move on but your ex doesn't? You're being extremely unfair while accusing her of the same thing. The language you use in this post is extremely self-righteous and selfish. He has absolutely no right to be there. It wasn't fair and square. I don't know if she just wants to hear me yell some more. I blew up. You are a grown man, not a toddler whose toy got taken away. You are nearly 30 years old. You do not own your ex. You have absolutely no right to be angry, cold, and bitter towards her. Conversations about getting back together aren't getting back together. They're discussions. You have a child. Focus on co-parenting and focus on letting your ex be happy, which she deserves. Stop yelling and having tantrums like a child. You need to move on. She decides her own life. It's a hard reality to face, but the sooner you do, the better. Focus on getting your life together. You may have a chance with someone else, if you do. If you want someone, you don't dance around, you go for it. So tell her to drop the other guy so you two can get back together. Next story 3. I am waiting for my partner to be ready for a relationship. When I met him, I was aware that he had just gotten out of a 5-year codependent relationship. I could relate to the dynamics of their relationship. A part of me wanted to be there for him in a way I wish I would have had after my divorce. I didn't want to pressure him, but I felt like I could understand. Amongst the strong chemistry and a particular admiration for his character, being hardworking, friend/family oriented and hilarious. Obviously I caught feelings, pretty quickly. We've been inseparable since we met almost a year ago. I practically live with him. When I'm not there, he calls on me to use my car, which has more space to haul things. I've helped him hang a ceiling fan, put chairs together for his new home and choose and bring in other furniture. He helped me when I got a flat tire, and does things intentionally to show me that he cares. And when he talks about the future, he always uses the term we. Like he's including me. We've gone on trips and he says it's just the beginning. He's mentioned giving me a garage opener to get into his house easier, but I have the code to get in and know where the spare key is. Basically all of the relationship stuff, just without the title. He knows I want the title and I'm confused. He tells me he loves me but only when he's drunk and that he's scared to get hurt. When we're apart I kick myself and call myself stupid for staying and digging myself deeper. Then I see him and I have no doubts at all, just the feeling that I need to prove that I care by holding on. When I talk to him about it, he has no reassurance for me. I appreciate his honesty. He tells me frankly that he's just not ready. He doesn't feel he's made progress in healing. I've taken on a lot of the roles his ex used to have. Sometimes I feel like her replacement. Things in my life are changing and I'm switching gears and making plans. Everything in me wants to include him, but I'm just going in circles in my head. Comment. When you express your self-needs, he gives you no reassurance. That's what stuck out to me. Never try to convince someone of your worth. You aren't getting your needs met and you have been together for a year. It's weird. You are in a relationship but he only loves you when he's drunk. Or says it. How much time are you willing to give with things exactly as they are? My advice is to not settle. You deserve more. I would walk. It's possible that it would give him the push he needs, but you can't do it unless you are really willing to walk away and stay away if he doesn't come around. It's been a year and he's still saying he isn't ready and is allowing fear to make his decisions. You have some real thinking to do. Here's what I do when confronted with a situation like this. I write. I don't think, I just write. If I think, then I'll write what I believe I should be thinking instead of what is true for me. It always turns out that I do know what I need to do. How long are you willing to wait? Don't get involved with people a decade older than you, and don't wait around for a year with no commitment. There is nothing else you can do, but your best. It seems to me you really love and respect this man. My advice. It starts by turning off your fears and your anxiety. You have a good man. He has told you exactly how he feels about you. He has also told you exactly what's holding him back. You both are divorced, but you are different people, and you went through divorce differently. He is still not healed, maybe he never will. He is still hurt, he is not ready to move on. Now, he's being brutally honest, so you can take advantage of it, and put him against the wall. Sometimes we men need the pressure. There is a saying that goes, it's amazing what a man can do, when he has no choice. Remove the choice from him. First, tell him about your life changes, your turning gears and your future plans, talk about them as an opportunity, and make him see himself in those plans. Subtly. Then, you tell him, to his face. Something like this. I love you, I would love for you to be a part of all of this. And for me to be a part of you. But, that is happening right now, this is my life, this is very important, and I can't move on with it if I don't know if you are going to stand by me. I know you've been hurt before, I have too, but I am opening up my heart and my life to you, taking a risk, knowing you may break it, because I have faith in us. If you don't feel ready, willing, or don't feel the same, I would appreciate if you honestly tell me. Your honesty is one of the many things I love about you. I will respect whatever you wish to do, even if it hurts me. I will never think less of you as a man. But I need to move on with my plans, and I need to know if the man I love is going to be by my side, or not. Not the exact same words, mind you, but you get the idea, fit them to your exact situation. I wish you the best. May he finally take the leap of faith that allows one to move on from a broken heart. May you bring him happiness, and in turn, may he keep bringing happiness unto your life.